Welcome back to the Morristown Market Report. I'm Amy Schrader with Remax Real Estate 10.
And I'm Kim Swan with Union Home Mortgage.
Our special guest today is someone that y'all probably have met and know very well. This is Roger from Porter's Tires.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for being on here today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you're very welcome. So I think probably everybody in Morristown is familiar with Porter's Tires.
Well, by now they should be. I mean, we've been here 73 years, 74 years, so yeah, they should be.
You're probably one of the longest open businesses in Morristown.
I think so. I think the Little Dutch has been opened a little longer than that, and some other, maybe one or two more. But yeah, 1952, so that's actually 71 years, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've got a fourth generation going.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're thankful. We're blessed.
So I know y'all have expanded. You've got several locations around town. Where are you located?
Well, 3 locations in Morristown, Amy, are one on Buffalo Trail, which is the first one, there at Andrew Johnson Highway at Alpha at the west end of town, and then the new one on the Parkway, just before you get to Colbach Harley Davidson if you were coming out of town.
Right.
So that's the 3, and then one in Greenville, Tazewell, Johnson City, and Rogersville.
And I'm sure most people didn't realize that they covered that broad territory.
They may not. They may not know we have 7 locations plus the centralized distribution there on down from the main store on Parkway. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
See, I knew that because I drive to all these areas.
Yeah.
Except Johnson City. I did not know that, but I've passed the ones in Rogersville and Tazewell.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. All right, so obviously y'all do tires since your name's Porter's Tires. What else do you all do?
Well, we do oil change, brakes, alignments, basic maintenance, and mechanic work and repair work. We don't deep dive into engines or transmissions, but any light duty mechanical work or diagnostic, suspension, anything like that, we can handle that at any of our 7 locations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just throw this out there. What makes Porter's different than the next tire store? Sorry, I just...
Well, I don't know that we're a lot different, except in the fact that our people make a lot of difference. They're very nice, whether their last name's Porter or not. You know, they do such a good job for us. We couldn't do it, by ourselves. There's no way. So our people make a lot of difference. We're committed to integrity, and we don't want to ever lose that. That's one of the most, I have people come in the store and say often when I'm in the retail environment, I trust you guys. Mm-hmm. And that's some of the biggest words we've ever heard. And you can ruin that. Definitely. So we preach that pretty regularly at our training sessions. We also train pretty stringently with our techs and our sales and our managers. So that makes a lot of difference.
It does. And I can personally attribute to the integrity that you guys show. I had took my car in to get new tires, and they called me and said, yeah, you really don't need 4 new tires. You only need 2. We don't want to charge you for something that you don't need. If you want us to put them on, we will, but you only really need 2 new tires. So, that just goes to show you, y'all are not about just making the dollar.
No. No.
You're trying to help people out.
No, our goal, we say it when you come on to work for us, is to honor the golden rule in all we do. So, and that's not just toward our associates in the store, it's toward our vendors and our customers. And if everybody did that, we'd have world peace.
Amen.
Isn't that the truth?
But it's a very simple philosophy that works.
Yeah, it really
we
does.
Follow the golden rule in all we do. How would I want to be treated? And Granddad started that, drilled that into us. When he was still running the business, when I first started on, it was just treat people like you'd want to be treated, and man, once you grasp that, I can say, no, wait a minute, I wouldn't want to be done that way.
Right.
And they could have easily put your 4 tires on. You'd have never thought a thing.
I would have never known the difference because, I have no clue about anything that has to do with car.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. And hats off to, our team.
Yes.
Again, they don't have to do that. I had a story where a lady come in the other day and was having a hard time, and my 2 ladies, Gidget and Kelly, said, we feel like doing this service for her. Can we take that out of our pay? I said, no, if that's how you feel in your heart, do it. And so when they did it and said, you don't know anything, the lady was just emotionally overcome, and, it made them feel good, and that's what it's all about.
And it makes you all look good as well.
Well, and looking
that
good,
you're
thank you,
helping out
Lord.
the community.
Yeah, and man, that's the most grassroots way to do it I know.
It really is.
And
It
no
really is.
fanfare. No, we don't need any of that. That's just, again, the golden rule, you know.
Right. I know my first encounter with porters, I lived in Talbot, and I had a little Jeep Liberty, and I could not get the oil cap off. Could not get it off. Like, it was just like suctioned on there or something. And it was embarrassing, but I needed somebody to get the oil cap off because I knew my car needed oil. It used oil.
Right.
And I thought, well, porters will be open because it was like, 7:45 or something. So I stopped in and I told the guy, I said, this is going to be the stupidest request you get all day.
I doubt it.
I just need somebody to take my oil cap off for me so I can put some oil in my car. And so they said, oh, that's fine. We don't care at all to help. And they sent this older gentleman out there. And I said, I felt really stupid stopping because I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to be made fun of that the poor little female couldn't get her oil cap off, And he just stopped and he said, if you ever come here needing something and somebody makes fun of you or makes you feel stupid, he said, you come find me. He said, that's what we're here for, is to help our community. So that won me over, and I have been a Porter's Tire customer ever since.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very that's testimony to our people.
It really is.
Our people.
And it's consistent no matter which location I went to.
Yeah, we've really tried to drill that in. That don't just happen. It has to be,
it's the culture of the
it has to be
of the
culturalized.
business.
That's exactly right.
So kudos to y'all for getting it right.
Well, and thank you for for the testimony and my staff. Wow, they're just phenomenal, really. They really are. And so we're grateful to have them. They work long hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. And they do a lot of the work is hard. If it's hot, it's hot. If it's cold, it's cold, and all kinds of little things like that. And we've expanded out into now if you have a flat on a tractor trailer, on a farm tractor or something, and our service truck will come out to your site and fix your tire on site. And so, and that brings on a whole new area of things. So, yeah, we're just trying to do it the best way we can.
Well, good deal. So if somebody needs an oil change or brakes or a tire, can they just show up? Do they need to make an appointment? How do y'all do that?
Well, they can show up, but that may necessitate waiting because we could be booked. Tires, we really got to flow in and out almost like a car wash. It's coming through. You're going to be there. However, if you get there and we're an hour behind, then you're an hour behind.
Right.
We recommend, you can go online and make an appointment. You can call into the store and make an appointment. You can sign up for our text and email blast, which is free, our rewards program, which gets you rewards for the dollars you spend. And they send you out text messages about specials and rebates and things that are going on that you need to know about. And even a reminder, hey, it could be time for your rotation. People go, I forgot that. So
I'm the world's best. I never get them rotated.
Yeah, online, online or call the store. And if you need to, stop in. We have a lot of people stop in. You can't really schedule a flat repair. You go outside, you got a flat repair, go to the store, they're going to fix it. It may take them a minute, but they're going to fix it.
Right.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I've never had anybody
Tire
come
on
and say,
the
I'd like to
side of
schedule a flat repair.
Yeah, you're calling the tow truck to come get you, and then...
Yeah, it's emergency,
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, was there anything else about Porter's Tires that you want to share with us?
Just that we're grateful to this community, Amy, and to people like you. Again, you all are a testimony to the community service you do for businesses, and a big thank you to my staff, and thank you to you guys for having me today. And we're just so proud to be part of the Morristown culture and part of the community, and we love to give back to our community. We believe in our community, and so we really appreciate everybody's help in my team, and we just really appreciate you guys too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I bet your Alpha store is really excited about that new Taco Bell opening.
Yeah, they're going to. I didn't know we'd be that close south of the border, man. We're right there. I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting. I may put a treadmill or two in down there too, just to hop on between meals.
Well, I know that other than McDonald's, your choices down on that end are kind of limited.
Yeah, you've got to drive up, at least to Merchants Green. But now
they're on a limited time, so
yeah, they're on about an hour. So, but yeah, that Taco Bell, oh my Lord. I should have bought stock in that.
I hear you. All right. Well, the last question I have for you is one that we ask everybody that comes on here, and that is, if you could go back in time and give your 20-year-old self one piece of advice, what would that be?
What a question. If I could go back and give my 20-year-old self
one piece of advice.
one piece of advice, I would say that it would be that your presence, physical, emotional, mental presence, is more important to your family and to your circle of friends than anything else you can give. So be there when you're there. If I was, be there. I don't mean show up physically. Be there. Be there all the way. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Doesn't matter whether it's church, family, business, Christmas. One of the best things we could give our family at Christmas is our presence. Being
I
there,
agree.
you know, not
Put
presence.
this on silent.
Yeah,
Hide it
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, and we have phone-free zones at our house for Christmas and Sunday meals and things like that, so that folks can be more present. A lot of folks don't even realize
You don't.
you're present, but you're not present. You know, so
Right.
I would say if I'd applied myself more, no telling what I could have. And anything I've done has been by the help of other people, not me or my ability. But if I could have been more present, because you don't get yesterday back.
That's right.
So, man, thank you again for allowing me to be on the show. Great job, girls.
Well, thank you. We
for
appreciate
being
you
And
coming.
I hope my hair, I didn't have time to do anything with
Well,
it.
it looks fine.
Thank you.
Looks
Thank you.
fine.
Well,
Might have a little bit of a glare on the light
I
there.
parted it in the middle.
I hear you. All right. Well, thank you for being
Thank
here.
you,
And if you
Roger.
want to make your
Thank you.
exit,
See you, girls.
we're going to talk about some
Merry
mortgage
Christmas.
rates.
Merry Christmas.
All right. How are you today, Miss Swan?
Little running ragged day. We're good. We're good.
Well,
Got some
are you busy?
closings. Busy. Got
Well, that's
some
good.
closings. Yeah.
That's
Got
good.
4 this week.
Oh, wow.
Construction gets completed and
Still waiting on those, huh?
still waiting on that. Yeah, hopefully. So,
All right. So, what can you tell me about rates?
well, they're still, they're still coming down a little bit more. Now, I don't know if the Fed, were they meeting at 2? I haven't heard. It's today, and I think it's 2 o'clock, but I haven't heard. That may throw a kink in our coming down some, but I haven't heard.
We can always leave it to them to
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
mess us up, right?
Yeah, like that. And and there's the talk is, even if they don't raise them, they still don't know how that, there'll be other reports like, your inflation reports, job, unemployment reports. So all that can still throw us in a, but the experts, as we laugh every week, the experts say, hey, if we have an increase for a couple days, they're thinking that even by the end of the year, they'll be back down maybe about where they are now. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, the thing of it is, I was talking to another agent earlier. I mean, we're less than 2 weeks from Christmas. So I'm going to be real honest with you. There's not a whole lot of buyer activity out there right now because people are more focused on the holidays and getting your Christmas shopping done and
Showing up.
yeah.
He said.
So, house buying has kind of took a back seat to all that kind of stuff. Now, there's still people out there that are looking because they have a need. They need to be in a house. But a lot of it has just slowed down, and we go through this every year.
Oh, yeah.
It'll pick back up usually around the middle of January or so. We'll start seeing people come out of the woodworks. And if rates stay stable, I think we'll see
I do too.
a pretty good pickup after
I
the
do
first
as well.
year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did run some numbers from the 1st of December just to kind of show, what's going on. We've had 16 new listings. 10 homes have went under contract, which I pulled these numbers on the 11th, which was Monday. So that's like one house a day is going under contract in Hamlin County. Let me preface that. This is Hamlin County. We've had 15 homes that sold. The average sales price was $330,222 with a time of 58 days on the market. The median sales price was $270 with 38 days on the market. So right now, as of Monday, we had 112 homes active and available for sale, and we had 85 homes that are under contract. Prices on those houses range from $139,900 to $2.8 million. That's for a 10,000 plus square foot home over in Windswept that is not lakefront, believe it or not. but it does have gorgeous views. Of course, anything in windswept, just about, you're going to have some breathtaking views over there.
Definitely.
So I did pull the numbers on the inventory. Like 24 of those homes are over $500,000. For this area, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're above that $500,000 range, that is a buyer's market right now. We have more inventory than we really have buyers in that price range. So you can expect to be on the market a little bit more time if you're priced 500 or above. There's 60 homes on the market priced less than $350,000, and there's only 15 that are less than $200,000. So obviously, you know, most of the time, if you're finding a house that's, you know, 125, 150,000, it's probably a great house. It is going to need updating 9 times out of 10.
Right.
So, but that's kind of the breakdown of what's going on in Hamlin County as far as the real estate market's going.
Yeah, so if we keep those rates down, I'm like you, I think January will come on a little bit stronger.
January and February, because of course people can file their taxes, and you know,
and a
if
lot
they
of
get
people
that,
may not know a tax refund is sometimes more than enough for a down payment. You know,
definitely,
So.
definitely. And I don't know, have you heard about the bipartisan bill that was introduced, where they're trying to give money to developers and flippers to take these 1 to 4 unit multifamily homes and convert them to single family?
I have not. I've heard about the some bills for for commercial properties to convert those, but that'll be more like probably rentals. Correct.
Right.
But I have not heard that, so that would be great.
I heard somebody on Instagram earlier today talking about, you know, it's still early in the process. The bill was just introduced, but it is a bipartisan bill, which means it has support from both parties. So hopefully, you know, if they can convert some of these, then it'll open up some more housing options.
Such a need in our area, you know.
Well, there's a need everywhere. Like I think they said nationwide, we're about 3 million homes short of what we need, which is one of the reasons that home prices keep going up, because we don't have enough inventory. Now, we've been very fortunate here in Hamlin County and in East Tennessee in general that home prices are not decreasing. You know, I follow some other realtors in other parts of the country, and like in Texas, they were talking about, you know, the values were down 10% over last year. And I found that kind of shocking myself, but, you know, I don't work that market, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
But anyway, one last thing that I want to talk about is I have my Give Where You Live shirt on. If you missed our Facebook Live last week, Michelle Hodges and I announced the Give Where You Live initiative, where going into 2024, she and I will be giving 5% of our commission towards charity. We have selected 5 different charities that we're going to partner with. So when you buy or sell with us, then that 5% will go to the charity that you choose out of the 5, and it will be a donation made on your behalf, in your honor, however you want to say it. Our 5 charities that we've chosen are the Isaiah House, Noah's Ark Animal Rescue, Lakeway Casa, Matt's, and the Daily Bread. So all 5 of those are great organizations that fulfill a need here in the Hamlin County area. So we're excited about it. Would love for you all to partner with us for your real estate needs next year. If you would like to be more involved with your community, or have always said, I'd love to give, but it's a tight budget for us this year or whatever. This is a way that you can help your community by doing real estate with Michelle or myself next year.
Right. It's a great opportunity.
So if you want to learn more about it, we do have a website, givewhereyoulive.info. So don't go to .com, go to .info, givewhereyoulive.info. We're excited about it, and I think it'll be a great thing next year. So
that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you all for doing that.
Well, you're
We've
welcome.
had some of
We're
those
excited.
on here, those charities on here before, and there's a need.
There's definitely a need. Everybody, the nonprofits are always going to need monetary assistance, and there's a lot of other great ones in the area. We just felt like we needed to try and limit who we worked with for this purpose and for tax purposes and all that great stuff. But if we continue to do it in the future, we may pick 5 different ones to do the next year. So we'll see how it goes. But anything else with mortgages we need to talk about?
I think we covered it.
All right. I think we're going to try and get some of those charities on at the beginning of 2024
Okay.
for our Facebook Live. So if you don't know what they are or who they are and what they do, be sure to stay tuned and you'll learn more about them in the upcoming months. So we will be back next week with another Facebook Live, and then the week of Christmas we will be taking off. So don't be looking for us that week. I hope you spend time with your family and you have a great Christmas, but we will see you next week, so be sure to be here at 2 o'clock. Again, I'm Amy Schrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.
I'm Kim Swan with Union Home Mortgage.